Very ominous. Yeah, this is a wand from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I actually got this 11 years ago. It's Sirius Black's wand, by the way. Anyways, how's it going, everyone? My name is George, and today we are going to be reviewing Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. I finally got to see it. It's been out for over a week, but I finally got to see it, and it was once again directed by David Yates, who's been directing these Wizarding World Harry Potter movies since Order of the Phoenix. And once again, we're back into the war with Grindelwald world. We're once again in Newt Scamander's story, as well as learning more about Dumbledore and his backstory. And this comes at an interesting time. Like, obviously, Crimes of Grindelwald was like the worst received Wizarding World Harry Potter film, but you also have all this other stuff that's been going on as this film has come out. The Johnny Depp controversy with Amber Heard, I know that trial's been going on. And yeah, while support for Johnny Depp has grown since he left the project, obviously the way he left the project, the whole thing's been pretty messy. There's been controversy with J.K. Rowling and certain views that she has. And then there's the Ezra Miller situation about how they've gotten into some trouble in Hawaii. And yeah, it's this film's in a pretty weird state. But despite all that, I went into this film hoping that this could at least be better than Crimes of Grindelwald. I also went to this film after visiting the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal. But in all honesty, I had a really good time with this film. I thought Secrets of Dumbledore, at least for me, is my favorite of the Fantastic Beasts films. To me, this is the film of the Fantastic Beasts movies that doesn't capture, but like finds a way to get some of that magic from the previous Harry Potter movies, that awe and wonder, some of those themes into this movie. And maybe part of that is because the screenplay writer of the original Harry Potter movies Steve Kloves returned to do the screenplay alongside J.K. Rowling. Because despite how you feel about J.K. Rowling and her certain views, she's a good book writer, but she's not a good screenplay writer. And book writing is different from screenplay writing. In Steve Kloves, the only Harry Potter film he didn't do of the main 8 was Order of the Phoenix, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, having him return, I think, helped the movie out a lot. So what else about this film? So let's get into Mads Mikkelsen, who is now Grindelwald after Johnny Depp left the project or was taken out. I still am confused about that situation. But yeah, Mads Mikkelsen I thought was great in this role. I think he's always great as these villain roles. I think like if there's a go-to guy for a villain, it's Mads Mikkelsen. And I feel like he captured what I feel like Grindelwald needed to do, which was be this charismatic leader that knows how to persuade people onto his side. And he just seemed the part so well. And yeah, Jude Law as Dumbledore, we get to see more of Jude Law as Dumbledore. And he was one of the better parts of the previous Fantastic Beasts film. And we see him more in this film, and he does a very good job as this younger Dumbledore. And we learn more about like Dumbledore's backstory. And minor spoiler, but this movie's been out for a week, so not really a spoiler. But what they do in this film, they actually kind of makes up for something they lacked in the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Now, I love Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. I thought it was a fantastic conclusion to the Harry Potter films. But one of the things they did differently from the Deathly Hallows book that I was kind of disappointed with is that they could have done more with when Dumbledore's brother is telling Harry, Ron, and Hermione about Dumbledore's backstory, about how their sister died, and all this stuff, learning more about Dumbledore. And there's a scene in this film where Albus is opening up to Newt Scamander about this. And by the way, Eddie Redmayne as Newt Scamander is still very good. He still has that friendly, awkward, but brave personality that we've grown to like in these few films. But yeah, I felt like they made up for what was a key scene in the Deathly Hallows book that was very minimum in the Deathly Hallows Part 2 movie. And yeah, it's obviously different, but they actually explained it better in this movie, and I feel like that was a good redemption, especially because we really have no idea what's going to happen with the Wizarding World films after this, or Wizarding World series. Uh, Dan Fogler as Jacob Kowalski is still one of the best parts of these movies. I really like this character, and yeah, he's still one of the best parts of this movie. Ezra Miller as Credence is fine. Fine, like we learn more about this character, and I know Ezra Miller's a lot's going on with Ezra Miller at the moment. We have no idea what they are going through. They keep getting arrested. There's something happening there, but yeah, they did fine in the role, and I feel like they cleared up what was pretty confusing at the end of Crimes of Grindelwald when it was revealed that Credence is a Dumbledore. I felt like they cleared it up in a way, not maybe not the best way possible, but I feel like in a way that fixes Harry Potter continuity, Wizarding World continuity, because it was pretty confusing. So yeah, I felt like they captured a lot of the magic better in this film. Like of all the Fantastic Beasts movies, this was the closest to replicating some of that magic from the first eight Harry Potter movies. And yeah, there's a focus on still on Fantastic Beasts and also what's going on against Grindelwald because there's this creature that can help determine the future of the Wizarding World, of the leadership of the Wizarding World. And then you have this election that's going on. And one of the things that I think David Yates has very good experience going back to Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, the first film he directed, is essentially the more political side of the Wizarding World because in Order of the Phoenix, we kind of saw more of that political side where you saw the Ministry of Magic doing that smear campaign against Harry because they didn't want to believe him when he said that Lord Voldemort was back. So Yates has a pretty good understanding of the more political side of the Wizarding world. Like, is there still some confusion about it? Yeah, but I felt like he kind of started going back to those roots of understanding this side of the Wizarding World a lot better. Like there was definitely a lot more improvement in this film from the previous films, at least in my opinion. Now the special effects are still very good. Harry Potter, I think, has always had pretty good special effects. Even Crimes of Grindelwald did a very good job with that. And the way this film ends, it ends in a way where if it ends here, it ends on a fine note. But if it continues, the door is open for continuing. So, yeah, the way they ended in a way where if this is it, this is it. And if not, there's still room for more. Because there's talks that apparently they're not going to greenlit another Fantastic Beasts movie. Apparently, the original plan was to have 5 of them. Well, it was 3, but then it went to 5. And because of how the previous film was received, they wanted to see the reception of this film and the box office for this movie. So far, the reception is mixed, although better than the previous film. Box office wise, though, this looks like it's going to be the lowest grossing Harry Potter Wizarding World movie. So this is probably it. Maybe they'll continue this story, though, on HBO Max because streaming looks like the way to go in some areas. But all in all, I enjoyed Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. It's probably my favorite of the Fantastic Beasts movies. Still not as good as the first 8 Harry Potter movies, but hey, I had a good time with this film. I really liked that they went back to some of those original roots, even though it's not a lot, but still. I still think the cast is very good. And again, I like that they took something that should have been explored in Deathly Hallows Part 2 and actually touched upon in this film, and it makes up for that lack of that scene in Deathly Hallows Part 2. So, yeah, this film I think was a redemption in certain areas, at least in my opinion. I'm not everyone's going to love this movie or like this movie. But yeah, I really liked what this film did, and I'm going to give Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore a B+. Expelliarmus. This isn't a toy, by the way, but yeah, Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Is it your favorite of the Fantastic Beasts movies, or do you think it's the worst of the Fantastic Beasts movies? And what's your favorite of these movies? Comment below and let me know. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe already if you haven't. Please share this with someone that's a Harry Potter fan that likes the Fantastic Beasts movies. My Doctor Strange review will not be tomorrow. I'm going to take tomorrow off from doing reviews. I'll do it on Sunday because I've been doing reviews for 3 days straight and I kind of need a little break. But yeah, I hope to see you guys real soon. Take care, everyone.